Hi, I'm now going to give you an overview of this 18-litre knapsack sprayer that's available on thegardenshop.ie. This is basically the packaging it comes in, and this is how it will come out exactly from the box. So it's almost fully pre-assembled, so just very light work to be done here. So I'll quickly do the assembly work and then give an overview of the sprayer itself, okay? So the first thing we do is we just take this up here and we will just uncoil the spray hose here. This, and we come to this point here, okay? So on the assembly thing here, the first thing you need to do is just need to push along this rubber ring here. It's going to give us a good seal, and you can see there's a little cut on the pipe here, little trough, and it just pushes into it here. What we do now is we just slide down this locking ring along here, okay? And what we're going to do then is we simply push this in here, and then we just screw these threads. Now I'm going to rotate this around to the position that I want it. So when we're tightening this in, we want the nozzle to be straight ahead from the actual handle here, okay? So what we're going to do then is we just come down along, we just screw that into position there, okay? If we open up the actual, if we look at the rest of the knapsack sprayer here, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take off the top here, and I might just move this onto the chair so you can get better filming angle on this. We'll see here there's a pack inside, and this comes with a total of 4 different nozzles. There's one nozzle that's on the attached to the knapsack sprayer to start with, and we can change it for 3 different types. Now the demonstration of them are actually shown on the pack here, but I'll just quickly open here. And we basically have the following ones. We have the 4 hose one here. We also have the fan nozzle, which is this one here. We come along then and we have the dual conical nozzle, and then we just have the one that comes on here, which is just your standard single conical nozzle, okay? So what we do at this point is we have the filter, of course. It's to stop any dirt getting into the knapsack sprayer, so I'm blocking up the filter afterwards, okay? So normally just fill this in and we can fill it then. The total capacity on it is 18 litres, which is probably about the max that any man could work with on his back. So from that thing, it's probably the largest of the knapsack sprayers that we're going to stock on thegardenshop.ie. So we'll come along anyway, we'll fill up the water here, and we'll just put the screw cap back on, and then we'll say it comes with straps here. So one strap is actually built in to the side of the knapsack sprayer here, and the other side we can see there's an actual hook here. So what we'd do with it is we'd simply come along and we'd slide it in over here, and it just simply pushes on like this. And at that stage you can actually put it on, or what you'd normally do is maybe put on one arm first, have it in position and swing it around and put it in, okay? So to pressurize it, what we simply do is we come along and we just push down this bar here like this. Sorry. It's actually quite pressurized as it is. So what we'll do is we'll just come along here, and I've actually pumped this up. So we'll come along here and we can see we just get an even spray like this, okay? So what would we use this knapsack sprayer for? Well, generally we'll say people are using it for, we'll say spraying off pats. Maybe if you're going to sow a lawn and you want to kill the weeds that are in the lawn. You can also use it for spot spraying, because we can see here, we actually turn on the thing, press it down, and if we stop it, we can stop it quite quickly. So we can spread a certain thing and then just move over to another location next door to it, do a very select spot spraying, and then back down again, okay? So probably for roundup, things like that. You can also use it, of course, for spraying something like diethane onto potatoes to prevent blight. What I would generally do in my own garden is that I have 2 knapsack sprayers. I use one for basic toxic sprays where we're trying to kill everything, and then I have a separate knapsack sprayer that I use only for spraying my potatoes. And it saves, we'll say, having to wash out your sprayer 100 times, going from one totally different use to another, and that would be one general piece of advice I've given it. But overall, we found this in sort of tests we've done on it, quite a nice knapsack sprayer to work with. It seems to work quite well. You know, in any of the tests we've done, and we've used it over a prolonged period, you know, it doesn't, we've had no problems with leaks or something like that. It works quite well, and when we screw the cap on like this, it forms a firm seal, so you don't have any problem with water leaking up. when you're actually putting the knapsack sprayer onto your back. So that's it, an overview of the 18 litre knapsack sprayer available on thegardenshop.ie.